In this tutorial, I want to take a look at creating a little bit more of an elaborate infographic with Easy Animator Pro version 1.7 using the features that are already built in. So we're back inside of, we're not using the beta anymore. You can see here what I've done is I've come up with this little animation here, and I'm just kind of imagining I'm doing a video based on, veggies or something like that. One of my favorite subjects. I am a plant eater. And so you can see here that all I've really done is I've got my little captions here sliding in from the left, and everything else is kind of already there. And so really what I've done is I've imported the graphic. I'll take a look at doing that in a second here. I'm not going to recreate it entirely, but we'll just take a look at a few of the things just to show you. But just to kind of talk this through, you can see here that I've got them coming in, and they're coming in a little stair-stepped. So I'm just going to look down here at this guy and see that I've got a fifth of a second delay on this second and the third little caption that's pointing to my graph here. And so just wanted to kind of show you this is the sort of thing that you can do and create with these kinds of infographic animations. Now this is included with the free pack. This is this little graph here, and so you can create this yourself, utilize this exactly as I've shown you here. So really the only thing that to kind of point out, as I'm kind of like in the first tutorial, what I did was I only applied animations to specific ones here. So you can see here that I've got this right here and here and here, these three. So I've applied in animations and out animations to those, but I've left everything else pretty much alone except for this little guy. I put a pause animation. It's doing a heartbeat for 4 seconds. And to show you a little bit here, you can see that a lot of these only have 1 second applied to them, but the pause is lasting as long as the longest one. So that one right there is kind of setting the pause for everything else. It's 4 seconds is kind of taking, that's the one that lasts the longest. So it's overall, all of them last 4 seconds. I don't have to set it to 4 seconds for all of them. And that's it. So it's a pretty straightforward. Now I want to give you a few tips before I show you kind of how to do that particular thing. In this particular case, you see here that I've got a little trick here. As I've got the text already there, it's white, so you can't see it until the captions come into place. So if I play that, you can see that they're coming underneath this. So if I click on the text, you see that's all the way up here. And if I click on this caption, this little guy, that's down here. So they come underneath and therefore reveal the text. And so that's one little fun little trick there. Another thing that I think is, I found to be more useful is I created my animation first and then put my text on top of it. So I didn't have to move my text around a lot to accommodate my animation. Instead, I put my text on after I had my animation the way I wanted it, and that way I didn't have to navigate with as many layers as well. And so that's a little tip there. So I want to complete this just by kind of showing you. I'm going to go ahead and remove just the graphic elements here. I'm holding down the shift key and I'm selecting them. I'll go ahead and do that, remove these, and then get these two here. And I might have removed that text there, I'm not sure, but let's just see real quick. Looks like I did accidentally, maybe not. So let's import that graphic real quick, and let me just show you that when I import it, I'm going to get it in here. And see, if I did kind of the opposite with the text, then I'd have to adjust my graphic a lot. Oh no, I did leave that text in there. So you can see here that I would have to size and get this all right. So instead, I did all my positioning of the art first, and then I did my animation. But just to kind of finish showing you here, so it comes in as one unit, but I can go ahead and use the break apart feature, and then I can animate the things independently. And so in this case, I wouldn't want to use a preset because I'm not wanting to animate everything. I just want to specifically only animate these. So I can just come into the end with that one selected, and choose the bounce coming in and have it go out the same way, and create the effect that I just showed you. And then for the others here, let's see, they're going to be a little offset. So another little tip here is I took these and I just kind of dragged them so that they were together. And I did that, of course, before I had all that text there, and making it easier to do that. And that way, when I'm going in between them, I knew that they were kind of all in a group, and I could do the offset. And notice also that since there's nothing overlapping, I could change the order without affecting it. In terms of one thing overlapping another, they all kind of are autonomous of each other, so I didn't have to worry about that. So that's how you can create some cool little animations with the the features that are already built inside of Easy Animator, and create a nice little infographic like this.